Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Action Track 4 session on digital learning and transformation. I'm so pleased to host and moderate this session as a co-lead country for Action Track 4 on digital learning and transformation. For the past months, we have been collectively working on the digital learning and transformation discussion paper, which proposes principles and recommendations on how digital technologies can become a catalyst and enabler of transformation of education that will accelerate the achievement of Sustainable Development Goals 4 and the building of the futures of education we want. This session aims to present a discussion paper and share views on following up actions for multiple perspectives. I would like to thank my co-lead colleagues, Singapore and the EdTech Hub, as well as UNESCO, UNICEF, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, and ITU for their support in this process. I also want to express my gratitude to all participants of public consultations who actively shared their comments and helped us shape the main principles and recommendations. But dear friends, before giving the floor to our distinguished guests, allow me some personal remarks and thoughts. As COVID-19 pandemic has so forcefully highlighted, the digital transformation of education is a crucial priority for the robustness and resilience of our educational systems. Digital technologies, however, allow for new modalities of teaching and learning, which, when appropriately combined with absolutely vital in-person learning, can transform the quality of education. Through digital tools, students can have access to high-quality content from around the world and can connect with communities far and wide. Educators can do their work more effectively, and administrators and policymakers can harness the power of data to design better policies. We do all agree that despite the considerable promise of digital technologies to support educational transformation, there are challenges that we have to address efficiently and effectively through policy design and appropriate governance and regulation, especially for marginalized learners and communities. For example, in Greece, in the context of the government strategic planning for the digital transformation of education, the strengthening of the digital skills of the educational community, and the empowerment of vulnerable citizens, the government has introduced a digital care program by the Ministries of Finance, Development and Investment, Education and Religious Affairs, and Digital Governance, which provides a voucher worth €200 for each pupil, student, and university student who falls under specific income and social criteria for the purchase of technological equipment, tablet, laptop, desktop. The program strengthens families and students of a certain income category. Technology, as the discussion paper remarks, is not and cannot be the sole guiding force in our education systems. We should not strive to introduce more technology for its own sake, and we should only introduce it in measures and ways which advance the aim of inclusive, high-quality, and equitable education systems. Indeed, technology can often lead to exacerbation of existing inequalities, both within countries and across them, as the experience from the pandemic has shown. This is the reason why we have to invest appropriately in technology-based solutions for education and ensure that the way that technology is rolled out into classrooms abides by our fundamental values of equity, inclusion, and human rights. These remarks are but some of the many important questions which were raised during the most productive and exciting conversation which took place throughout the consultation process. We are delighted to see hundreds of representatives from government agencies, civil society, intergovernmental organizations, private companies, and other education policy experts join the conversation and help produce such an insightful, guiding, and comprehensive papers. No easy feat. So please allow me to congratulate warmly the team responsible for incorporating and synthesizing all of the different voices. In today's session, we will have the chance to hear from our co-lead country, Singapore, and representatives from EdTech Hub, who will present the discussion paper in greater detail. Then we will have the opportunity to hear from youth representatives, whose voices have been essential in producing the paper with many excellent ideas. Then we will hear from the honorable ministers of Egypt, Finland, Guyana, and Uzbekistan, who have also been very active during the consultation process, and we look forward to hearing the perspective from their own part of the world. Then we have representatives from the private sector, from major technology players, Ericsson and Huawei, and last from UNICEF and UNESCO, who have played a catalytic role in ensuring the success of this pre-summit.